Welcome to our finance and business development channel, where smart planning meets disciplined execution and every insight guides you toward lasting financial freedom. This video is created to inspire you, to guide your imagination toward clarity and confidence around money, and to help you understand how thoughtful financial planning and disciplined financial management can quietly reshape your life over time. Financial freedom is often portrayed as something dramatic and sudden, like a lottery win or a viral success story. But the truth is far more grounded, far more human, and far more achievable. Financial freedom is not an event. It is a direction. It is the result of thousands of small decisions made with intention, patience, and self-respect. In this narration, we are going to walk together along the smart path to financial freedom, a path built on understanding your money, managing it wisely, and aligning it with the life you truly want to live. There is no rush here, no hype, and no empty promises. Just a calm, steady conversation about building a future that feels secure, flexible, and deeply yours. The smart path to financial freedom begins with a mindset shift that many people overlook. Before money becomes a tool, it is a mirror. It reflects habits, beliefs, fears, and priorities. Many people work hard their entire lives, yet feel constantly stressed about money, not because they earn too little, but because their financial decisions are reactive rather than intentional. The moment you decide to manage your finances instead of letting circumstances manage them for you, something powerful changes. You stop chasing money and start directing it. This shift does not require perfection or advanced knowledge. It requires honesty. Honest awareness of how much you earn, how much you spend, and why you spend the way you do. Awareness is not judgment. It is clarity, and clarity is the foundation of every strong financial plan. Financial planning is often misunderstood as something rigid or restrictive, but in reality, it is the opposite. A good financial plan creates freedom by removing uncertainty. When you know where your money is going, you reduce anxiety. When you give every unit of income a purpose, you gain control. The smart path is not about denying yourself joy or living in constant restraint. It is about designing a financial structure that supports both your present needs and your future goals. This means understanding that money has different roles at different stages of life. Some money is meant to support daily living. Some is meant to protect you from unexpected events, some is meant to grow over time, and some is meant to help you create opportunities. Treating all money the same is one of the most common mistakes people make, and correcting this mistake is often the first real step toward financial freedom. One of the quiet strengths of financial management is consistency. Dramatic changes rarely last, but small, repeatable actions compound in remarkable ways. Saving a modest amount regularly, paying attention to expenses, and reviewing your financial direction periodically may not feel exciting, but over time, these habits create stability that no sudden windfall can replace. The smart path values progress over perfection. It understands that life is unpredictable, income fluctuates, and priorities evolve. Instead of aiming for a flawless plan, it aims for a flexible one. Flexibility does not mean lack of discipline. It means adjusting with intention rather than reacting with panic. A central pillar of financial freedom is learning to live slightly below your means, not as a sacrifice, but as a strategy. When expenses consistently match or exceed income, financial stress becomes permanent. When income consistently exceeds expenses, even by a small margin, options begin to appear. This margin is where freedom grows. It is the space that allows you to save, invest, rest, and make choices without fear. The smart path treats this margin as non-negotiable. It is not what is left over after spending. It is something you protect from the beginning. Over time, this habit reshapes your relationship with money from one of survival to one of stewardship. Financial management also involves understanding the true cost of decisions. Many financial struggles do not come from lack of income, but from decisions made without considering long-term impact. Debt, for example, can be useful or destructive depending on how it is used and managed. The smart path does not demonize debt, but it approaches it with caution and clarity. It recognizes the difference between debt that builds capacity and debt that erodes stability. It understands that every borrowed amount represents future income already spent, and that freedom grows when future income is protected rather than pre-committed. Learning to ask not only can I afford this now, but also how will this affect my future flexibility, is a powerful shift in financial thinking. Another essential element of the smart path is resilience. Life will interrupt even the best plans. Unexpected expenses, changes in income, and personal challenges are not signs of failure. They are part of reality. Financial freedom does not mean immunity from hardship. It means having systems in place that reduce the damage when hardship arrives. Emergency savings, thoughtful insurance, and conservative assumptions are not pessimistic. They are empowering. They allow you to face uncertainty with calm rather than fear. Knowing that you can handle a setback without collapsing financially is one of the most underrated forms of wealth. As financial stability grows, the smart path encourages a transition from protection to growth. This is where long-term planning becomes especially important. Growth is not about chasing quick gains or following trends. It is about allowing time, patience, and discipline to work together. Consistent investing, reinvesting earnings, and resisting the urge to react emotionally to market noise are habits that separate long-term builders from short-term gamblers. The smart path respects time as the most powerful financial ally. It understands that wealth is rarely built through intensity alone, but through endurance. Equally important is aligning money with meaning. Financial freedom is not simply about having more. It is about having enough to live according to your values. Without clarity about what truly matters to you, financial success can feel empty or directionless. The smart path encourages you to define what freedom looks like in your own life. For some, it means flexibility in time. For others, it means security and peace of mind. For others still, it means the ability to create, give, or build something lasting. When financial decisions are guided by personal values rather than external pressure, they become easier to sustain and more deeply satisfying. Business development plays a crucial role on the smart path for those who seek greater control over their income. Relying on a single source of income can limit flexibility and increase vulnerability. Developing skills, side projects, or scalable ventures creates optionality. As we come to the end of this narration, remember that the smart path to financial freedom is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to approach money with intention, humility, and consistency. You do not need perfect circumstances or extraordinary income to begin. You only need the decision to take responsibility for your financial direction and the courage to move forward one thoughtful step at a time. Wealth built slowly is wealth built strongly, and freedom earned patiently is freedom that lasts. We put a lot of effort into creating and compiling this video, so if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. It truly helps us make more content like this and share more inspiring ideas with you. Thank you for watching, and remember, every piece you carve adds beauty to the world, and every sale brings you one step closer to building a life shaped by art and passion.